First of all, you look great in that shirt.
Well, you know, some guy made me frickin' wear it. I don't know why or how he made me do it.
But I gave it to him with sleeves on it.
Yeah, I kind of ripped him.
All right, what is this thing?
This is one of two LAWMAN Super Boss 429 Mustangs.
It's a 70, right?
This is 70.
So good. Fastback. So still got a 429 in it?
Still got the original 429 in it.
Freaking zoomy pipes coming out over there.
Yeah, you know, and the thing is, when you restore a car, you take it back to perfect condition. What's your definition of perfect condition? And, you know, all the imperfections that were done at the factory, do you replicate that? Is that your form of restoring a car? Well, that is the form of restoring this one. And the literature and the history that had to be chased down to just figure out what was what went where, what marking.
Right.
You know, I mean,
So
he went to the...
You got Marine Corps on there, because this thing's been overseas, right?
Yeah, and was it 69 and 70, Marcus, or just 70? 71, 70 through 72?
Just the first part of 70.
First part of 70.
So when it was brand new?
Yeah.
It was over there?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it was over there. A guy named Al Ekstrand formed the Ford Performance Driving Team. His goal was to teach servicemen and women how to drive when they got back, and spent $3,500 on a you know, a big block, and they were killing themselves. So he took it upon himself to form the Ford Performance Driving Team and go over there and teach these guys how to drive. This was the PR car, the kind of the attention getter, and most importantly for me is that this was the car that the guys at the VA could see, and it would boost their morale, because a lot of guys were disabled. They couldn't make it out to the event, so they could just see it from the window. And to be able to look out and see something like this, red, white, and blue, going down the tarmac, it's pretty damn cool.
So cool.
And
how long's it been since you've seen this car? Just shipped in from Arizona.
2 years.
2 years.
Or 2.5.
It's got a parachute on the back. Jeez, look at those slicks.
And it's the only one left. You know, it's got probably 900 miles on the original motor. I mean, I flew out to Scottsdale a number of times and just checked the paint work and I mean everything. The detail that this guy went through was absolutely unreal. And you know, one of the coolest things is having a guy named like Tony Pedregon drive the car, and almost be in tears because it brought back so many cool memories. The cool thing about it is it's one of two automatics. It was sent from the factory to Carcraft, and Connie Coletta, if you know much about, you know, racing engines, Connie and the guys at Carcraft, you know, changed this thing over. They put slicks on it, put a roll bar in it.
Yep. All right, we gotta make sure we don't scratch anything here.
We're good. Got wire though. Yeah, we're good.
Slow, 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 slow. We're definitely gonna hit that wire with the tire, but I think that's it.
We're good. The tire's gonna hit the wire. So keep going. Well, I don't know. What do you think, Marcus?
We may want to go back forward and cut that front wheel. We're coming back sideways. Okay. Cut the wheel left a little. Right about there. Come back a little bit and then straighten out. Straight. Pretty good.
Look at that.
We're clear. Woo, woo, woo. God, it's a good looking car. Look at that thing.
There's a lot of other car guys out there that have an affinity for keeping things correct. Kelsey Hayes wheels, they're not the most rare things in the world, but they're pretty rare, right? So I didn't have the caps for them. And I took a picture of the car, it went up on the internet. Mustang Club, guy from the Mustang Club got a hold of me. Said, you know what, that's kind of blasphemy, showing that car without the caps.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I don't think it ever came with the caps, because I don't have any photos of it. Well, very long story short, the caps are, I don't know how expensive they are, but they sure as shit ain't cheap, right? He just sent them to me for nothing. Right?
Really?
Just to make sure that the car was right.
Oh, that's the fuel cell right there? Crazy. That is a small engine. Super tiny.
Compared to what's in your vehicles.
You gotta learn how to selfie with this camera.
In order to start it, Bill.
You ready? You have to hold this camera and selfie it and talk to it like they're here.
Okay, how about, do I have to turn it on and off?
It's on.
It's on? Oh, well,
Pretty
awesome.
sure, look. It's recording. Yeah, you're good.
Rock and roll, man.
You just say, hey, welcome to the channel, or whatever you're gonna say, you gotta say.
Hey, welcome to Goldberg's Garage. Haven't seen everybody for a long time. Here is a submission that you guys are going to Google over. That is an absolute under-freaking statement. LAWMAN arrives after 2.5 years with Marcus Angel, and this car is one of two. It's my pride and joy, and it's something I've been waiting for a very long time. Marcus is the man as far as Mustangs are concerned.
Hey, you're really good at that.
Tap into the... You making fun of me?
No, you're doing way better than I thought you'd be doing.
Matt's making fun of me already. It's the first time that I've ever done anything like this, and you know, I'm up for observation, obviously. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, by the way, these tires right here, $3,500 for 2 of them. Sucks bringing things back to original, but if I knew how to turn this off, I would.
You just gotta keep talking. You're live.
Oh, cool. I'm live. Awesome.
I'm just kidding.
You can come with me. Check this out. Extremely dirty. And Matt's making fun of me again. Like, I don't know why. Tutorial.
He's actually really good at it. I just gave him my camera and he's selfieing with it. Just walking around. This guy who's been on TV his whole life, never had to hold a camera, but he actually picked it up really quickly. That's your fuel gauge there? That stick?
Yeah. All right, we got a lot more to put in. It goes through a lot of fuel.
I bet. It's 112 octane, you said?
Yeah.
You see how big those primary tubes are on the headers? They're giant. Look at those things.
I know.
Insane.
Okay, here we go. First startup since November. First startup for me since November, like 3 years ago. So, or actually, Frank, it didn't start. I didn't run it for 2 years, so it's been like 5 years. First time I've heard this puppy run. And this will be a little different than the last time. Cover your ears out in TV land.
Right there.
'Cause it's gonna blow right at you.
Yeah. Won't be loud.
But it's a good loud.
Also has no exhaust mufflers at all. No mufflers, no cats.
Out in TV land.
It dumps right there on both sides. Oh yeah, you might need some air in there.
Yeah.
There we go.
That'll help.
That should help.
It's like Mad Max.
So loud.
So awesome.
Dang. Oil pressure on the blower right there. That's what you see rolling down the road. It's a giant blower.
It's like Mad Max. Everything's functioning. Everything, man. When I sent the car away, the motor was dead. and we'll tell you the story behind this. This car caught on fire. Okay, and so we wanted to replicate what had actually happened with it, and we didn't want to restore the whole thing. That's the only reason the sticker's here, to cover up the damage.
Really?
Yeah, and we redid it.
Yeah. I mean, I can feel it. Exactly.
Oh, this.
Hold up. Get forward. There you go.
I don't even want to take these hood pins on and off too many times.
You kind of scratch it with the fist.
Everything. My butt's puckering.
So when are you gonna race it?
I'd say never. But I just paid to have him restore it. I could never win back in a racing purse. It's not possible. Come on.
For it.
That'll work for it. Let's go.
It's got a build book on this car. All the stuff about it.
Who's out there though? We got.
I mean, it had to be.
Here's what it used to look like. God, look at the top of that piston. There it is with the tank behind it. Freaking giant airplanes behind it. So this thing was over there in the 70s, early 70s. I guess that's its rebuild right there. A lot of history in this car. It's crazy. Pretty wild. There's Boss 429. Gonna stay here till your garage is done at home.
Yes, sir. Probably 3 or 4 months out. COVID
Yeah.
kind of knocked us out for about a year,
Gotcha.
a little over a year,
Yeah.
obviously. And then we were waiting on a plumber. And I forewent my appointment to build a garage
Yep.
so that people around here could have frickin' water,
I guess that was a nice thing to do.
right? So hopefully the karma comes back at me and it'll be erected fairly soon.
But basically, this beautiful car won't stay in this thing forever.
It will not.
Soon it'll be back home.
No, it'll be at Goldberg's garage. It's about a 20,000 square foot facility that is a dream of mine.
You're gonna get this first video on there. Do you want me to edit this first video for you?
I would absolutely love for
This is a one-time thing.
man.
I'm a one time and then you're done.
Completely understood, man.
Just so
gotta
you know.
leave it to me. The full-time Uber driver right now for my son's baseball career.
Yeah, I was like, hey, do you have a camera? No. Hey, are you gonna get like a cameraman?
Don't know how to use it.
No. I was like, are you gonna make this like a TV show or like a YouTube vlog? He's like, I don't know. I was like, do you want me to come film the first one for you? He's like, that'd be great. And what's really interesting about old Goldberg is he is not a Ford man. This guy is Mopar to the core. These are just a small percentage of his Mopars. There's another one of his Mopar. This guy is all Mopar, but then he's got that Boss 429.
Get.
All right, you have to film an outro. Show him how to turn it on there.
This is the on-off button that's hidden right here.
Gotcha.
And this is your record button. When you want to start recording, just press this.
And that screen flips up.
How do I turn it off?
You just hit that
And
record
turn
button
it
again.
off.
Okay.
And you can
And
turn
then
the
power
camera
it.
off with this, or it'll turn off by itself. This flips up so you can see yourself.
All right, hit that record for him so it's ready to go. Do an awesome outro. Nail it. First try. No pressure.
Awesome outro.
I don't really know. You just got to say bye. You can't just end it or it's weird.
Okay, thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been a historical day. Like I said, it's been 5 years since I heard that big badass car start. We started it up, pushed it in. Now it's time to put it to sleep and say goodbye. Adios.
Nailed it. You're natural.